What's up, gang? Stephen Marshall back at you today talking about how to ignore your haters. So in one of my earlier videos, I talked about Navy SEAL training and how difficult it is, how the instructors try to get people to quit, and that when a SEAL trainee wants to quit, they go and they ring this bell. Well, what I didn't talk about was what happens to them after they quit. See, they're still in the Navy. Okay, they don't just get to pack up their things and go home. They have to wait for their next assignment. And so while they're waiting, they go stay on a different part of the island out in San Diego, and they're called X Division. Okay, folks that have been in SEAL training but have tapped out, have quit, have rung the bell, no longer in SEAL training. And so, as you can imagine, these folks have just had their dreams dashed. They've just let go of the rope. They've just found out that the thing that they thought was perfect for them didn't work out. And so X Division is not a pleasant place. The atmosphere is not optimal, to say the least. The interesting thing is that they don't stay there by themselves. They end up staying with any SEAL recruits who are coming in for the next training session. Okay? And so these new folks come in and they stay with the members of X Division. And so what they end up hearing before they even start their training as SEALs, before they even go through the qualifying process, before they go through Hell Week, is how the training is unfair, how the instructors are unfair, how the system is set up to make them fail. And imagine going into that, dreaming of being a SEAL, and you're listening to this person who may be built like a Greek god telling you that you're not going to make it because it's unfair. Okay? And so these new recruits go from that directly into SEAL training, which is incredibly difficult, and it is set up to weed out those who have the toughness to deal with combat from those who don't have it. Okay? So if they go into that process with the excuses from the X Division members preloaded into their minds, if they don't have the toughness to overcome that, when things get hard, and they will get hard during SEAL training, they'll just reach in, pick out one of those excuses, and they'll ring that bell and they'll quit. Okay? A lot of us are going to end up dealing with that whenever we try to better ourselves, whenever we try to go after something that we really want, when we try to pursue a dream, we're going to run into someone at some point, and probably more than one person, who has given up on their dreams, who let go of the rope and decided they couldn't do it anymore. The work was too much. It was too hard. And guess what? That old saying that misery loves company, they're probably not going to encourage you to pursue your dream. They're going to tell you every reason why you shouldn't pursue it, as to why it's stupid and why it's rigged to fail, and that you're not going to make it. And at that point, you are going to have two choices. You are going to decide that, yeah, I can't make it. They're right. They were better than me, and they couldn't make it. So how am I ever going to make it? Or you can decide, I want to consider who I'm listening to here. This is someone who gave up. This is someone who didn't make it. And their goal is not for me to make it. Their goal is for me to fail so that they'll feel better about failing. And folks, that is the mindset of haters. They don't want you to succeed. They want to feel better about their own failures by seeing you fail. So take that into account. As you go about your journey, and you've probably already seen this, there are going to be people that want you to fail. And here's the unfortunate part. Sometimes those people are people that are very close to you, people that you care about, people that you've been friends with for a long time. Now, hopefully that won't be the case. Hopefully all the people that are closest to you will support you, and the haters will just be strangers that are kind of looking from a distance. But that may not be the case. And in those situations, wherever the haters come from, you've got to tune them out. You've got to remember the goals that are coming from inside of you. See, that's another point. You can't let anyone else set your goals. You can't let anyone else tell you who you want to be. You have to have it inside of you that this is who I want to be. This is who I was meant to be, and this is who I'm going to be. And you've got to reach down to that point inside of you, and you've got to ignore the haters. You've got to recognize they're not looking out for you and that you can do what they didn't do. That's the message for the day. All the best. Hey, be sure to follow along, like, share, subscribe. Send this to somebody that you think it'll help. Hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope 2024 is off to a great start. I'm out.